All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. You need a high one, I got one. Taking a spin on a yacht with a prince, and he brought his best friend. Need a health conscious king I could build with. Sacred energy exchange, we be healing this land. I just wanna chill on a Sunday with my folks by the coast. It's remote, smoking dope, vegan brunch, then we toast, microdose while we flow. We masterminding excellence, expansion, and more growth. And when you feeling low, I hope this help you conjure hope. Close your eyes, take it deep and let it go. Take a deep breath. Let it go. So you work and use your job to invest in your dreams. Focus on your heart first and build up your team. When you get paid again like that TMN, start learning stocks and bonds, trade with all of your friends. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. I was kicking it with Kiki and Kiara on the weekday, hoping I could kick it with Keys one of these days. If you tryna book me, that's a 50% prepay. CEO, you know that I got herbs in the briefcase. He do whatever Queen say. I don't ever question what the G's say. Yes, you need permission for the freeze frame. Out here on the mission, can you please pray? Dedicated to ascension, bumping slaps on the replay. Hardest thing you hear in the streets these days. Had to put in work, had to go and get my feet wet. Nothing more rewarding than when dreams start to manifest. Yes, I let it splurge, but I'm learning how to invest. Shout out Derek Grace for the money talking fitness. I'm really getting on my fitness, and I'm not tripping about a rent check. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags. All I see is money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags.
Peace and blessings, beautiful people. It's your girl, High Heels. Not for the Jews, but for the healing of energy, the teleportation of higher vibrations. Get with it. You are listening to Oracle Connect on Black Ink Radio. So, today I have a lovely guest with me. This is a beautiful woman that works down at the Royal Chamber with me, bringing these beautiful elixirs. Introduce yourself to the people.
Period. Yes, greetings everyone. My name is Chinya Ani, and you can just call me your femininity coach. I am so happy to be here with you today. Do I need to get closer? Okay, there we go.
Right there.
All right, yes. Okay, that's better.
We doing a whole lot at the same time.
We doing a whole lot at the same time, period. Period. But yes, I am so elated to be here with you today, my beautiful queen sister. We recently met, but we've just been bonding ever since, and we do work together at the Royal Chambers, and it's just been good vibes.
Yes, all the way around.
Yes.
So we got a little bit of a late start because we were working. We was getting it in.
Yes.
We want to get ready. So the Royal Chamber, we'll tell you guys a little bit about that. So this is a new location that is opening, or that has opened. It is with the Brother Red, Brother Blue.
Yes.
This is a social lounge, high vibrational, non-alcoholic.
Yes.
Okay.
But how they getting lit though?
But we getting them infused drinks going
though. Yes.
So we have, if y'all remember my guest from some weeks ago, Rob from Everyday, with his Delta 8 powder. So they have come together and he provides the drink. So we have an everyday menu there. So we've got the red pill mojito, which is a watermelon mojito. We've got the blue pill mojito.
We actually have that here in the studio today.
So yes, this is the red pill right here that I'm sipping on.
Yes.
And then what else do we have?
We have the lemon, the lemon mule?
Yes.
The lemon mule, which is delicious. So
how is that hitting?
It's hitting great.
It's hitting
Okay,
good.
yes.
Yes. So yeah, so we've got a lot.
Y'all funny.
I love her.
Great.
How's it hitting?
It's
Y'all,
hitting good.
y'all over there getting high, not drunk.
It's hitting hard. You know,
Hey, that's
hey.
on higher vibrations. It's about to be
Yes.
2023,
I
okay?
hear you.
Yes, but see, the thing is that we don't want to get that low vibration of the
spirits.
That part.
Spirits, okay?
Whatever.
Because you gotta think that's spirit. So we put spirits in our body, and then when you put that together with the party atmosphere and the music and the twerk and the conscious, you know,
That's when you're
ancestral
open.
twerk.
No, seriously, that's when you're open and you're ready to
Yes.
receive, and that's how we get all these negative messaging. That's how they're able to penetrate us with those things. If you think about like a lot of these after hour spots, that's when
Trade with what thing?
penetrate with this
These
low
energies.
vibrational
Oh, my bad.
energies.
I'm
No,
sorry,
seriously,
my
no. I
mind
mean,
was
no.
away.
I'm
Well-
gonna answer you. I'm gonna answer you with these low vibrational energies, and that's why you have so many things happening at 3, 4, 5 in the morning when people are intoxicated.
That's a fact.
Nothing really positive is coming from that environment. But like we said, we should still be able to have these positive spaces where we can come together and celebrate and rejoice and get lit and dance and be together without having that negative aspect. So
Yes,
period.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Because, you know, we all want to have fun too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because we be meditating.
It's still
and-
hot girl summer.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Almost
let's go. Okay. Why am I so lame that this whole time I thought that was Megan Thee Stallion?
No, that is.
Not
That
with-
is. Hot girl summer's Megan Thee
The hot
Stallion.
girls, no,
Yes.
the Let's Go.
No,
The
she
Let's
thought
Go is
Let
Gorilla.
Go
No,
was
she
Megan.
did.
No, no.
She
I
told
did.
me. I was like,
I thought
no.
it was Megan. I was
You are incorrect.
I was incorrect. But so yes, guys, tap into the Royal Chamber. It is right
That's a
downstairs.
nice vibe. I've been there.
Yeah, it's got hieroglyphics on the walls.
Yes.
And it's a total vibe.
It is. And they're serving vegan food. So you can get, vegan nachos, get you a
Yes.
nice little wrap. And then they also have the hemp infused hookah as well. That's 100% tobacco free, but you're still getting lifted off of that hemp.
The shisha.
The shisha.
It's the
Yes,
shisha.
shisha.
And then
So,
and there
yes.
are also Tassili's got some wraps there.
Yes,
as
Tassili
well.
does have some wrap. Shout out to my auntie.
Yes, and actually a little fun secret that vegan food is by Chef Pope Pablo. So all of the wraps and stuff, the vegan food that we're eating, the nachos, that is cooked by Brother Blue.
Yes,
So he's
exactly.
the
Brother
chef.
Blue is the
So,
chef. Okay. That's,
yes. So it's a whole family
shout out
affair.
to him.
Yeah.
My boy doing this thing.
No,
You
he
know,
is.
yeah.
It's a
You know,
family
I
affair.
had the nachos.
Yeah, we got.
Did you like them?
I did.
They were
Yeah,
good.
he
I like them
did.
too. Yeah.
I was like, so you cook over here too, and then Malik be up back there too. Malik,
Yes.
he's another mastermind.
He might give
in
you a
the
little
situation.
impromptu reading. You know what I'm
You
saying? Give
dig?
you tell you a little bit about yourself. You know,
Right.
give you some depth.
So all together, it's a vibe, y'all.
It
So
is.
tap in Tuesdays through Saturdays,
And we're there.
And we're there.
So,
you know, this is
so
all
it is what
here.
it is. Right.
So and and you got the beautiful win. And shout out to Rashida too.
Yes.
Our boo. So she be running things too. So it's a whole vibe. Tap in Tuesdays and Saturdays, 3 to midnight. We down there popping. It's 49 Bennett Street. We on the second floor, right underneath Black Ink.
Sure.
Ew.
Yes.
All right.
Damn. Yes.
So now,
Okay.
Miss Lady,
What's going on?
this was the fun part.
This is the good
So
tea.
I didn't realize that you were a feminine image
Yes.
coach. You were all into the whole feminine sensual energy.
Let me talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it.
Yo, so this has become a theme for me
Okay.
because I get a lot of people who have been like heels, like you know, you need to really be putting your sensuality out there. Like
Okay.
that's gonna be your thing. Like people gonna really gravitate, and it is something that is very natural for me.
Okay.
Like being a sensual person is very easy. Like I know that a lot of women feel like that's hard. No,
They
it's
do.
like second
Yes.
nature. Like a fun secret, I tell people I was a foot fetish model for like a month.
Really? Now that's funny. Now that's
Said about 2 minutes.
funny.
For like
Many
2 minutes.
many lives
It
you've
was,
lived.
it was a 2020 situation.
Okay, I understand. Hey, 2020.
Everybody
hey,
knows.
Pandemic.
doing what you
It
got
was
to
a
do.
pandemic.
2020. You
It
had
was
to
It
a
happened.
pandemic foot fetish thing. But the interesting thing about it was that it was very easy for me. Like
Okay.
my Instagram in 2 weeks grew like by thousands.
Wow.
Like I had, her name was Giselle Soulmate.
Okay.
So, but SOL.
Okay,
Me.
alter ego. All right, let me find out.
It was fun.
That's
But
your stripper name?
You know what I'm
saying? A high vibrational stripper name.
Hey,
You can call it what you want. Tomato, tomato.
Soulmate.
You know.
Right,
Like
I
your
get
foot.
it. Sounds good. High heels, I get it.
Yes, but the thing about it was so easy, and
Okay.
and I know that that's part of me, but that is not what I want to lead with, because when I do allow that to be something that is open, I think that that's all men end up looking at.
Okay.
And then I become just sexual to them. Then I
Okay.
just become the sensual chick, and there's just a lot more to me than that.
Well, I want you to pause there because we have to define what sensuality is versus like eroticism. You know what I'm saying? Because those are two different things. I feel like in our everyday lives, we can be sensual. You can be sensual with your children. You can be sensual with your friends, because technically sensuality is just the essence of openness, the essence of like your higher self. You know, when I think of sensuality, at least that's what I think of. I think of myself being open, being free, being elevated, and that's what makes me sensual. That's what makes me soft. That's what makes me, you know, and then that can lead into eroticism, which is that sexual part of it. But sensuality, exactly, just like sensuality and sexuality, those are two different things. So I think a lot of times in our society, we pervert the sensuality part of it and make it a sexual thing, when you can still have your sensuality without necessarily it being sexuality, and then again being perverted into that eroticism, which are all different things. So yeah.
Period.
Okay, Dr. Felice.
Yes, I'm telling
Dr.
you.
Phil, little sister.
Police.
You know what I also wanted to say was,
Okay.
you know, in my years of, because something about me that a lot of people that's been around me probably know, but people don't know. A lot of people mistake me being cool for flirting. So
Similar
I'm
thing.
very, it's cool, but like I tell them, it's a difference between flirting and being charming.
And being not exactly.
You know what I'm
and,
saying? You
and
gotta-
being kind, you
and
know,
being kind
exactly.
as well. But like I was gonna say to you, you know, I'm an artist. I'm also, you know, a people's person. So I have people. Oh, you can't be like that because people gonna get the wrong idea and blah blah blah. And what I say to you is, it's all right to be sensual, sexual, or even erotic, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to put out there. If people want to approach you like that, that's up to them. It's just, you just got to learn how to deal with it. I feel like you shouldn't block who you are or slow down who you want to be because of how people going to approach you. Because the right people, the right person, whoever is going to approach you correctly when it needs to happen, it's good to put out the way you want to, because then you'll see all the wrong people coming from a mile away, because they're going to think it's an open door.
Right.
When you try to control the narrative, then people are going to start to try to sneak up.
Right.
So it's best to leave it where it's at. So the wrong people come the wrong way, and the right people can still look at you the way they're supposed to. They're supposed to be able to see what you're doing.
Right.
You know, I understand this is what you deliver because this is who you are. You know, but it's not totally who you are.
Right.
You know, a girl on my Instagram brought that to my attention today as well, because all she does on Instagram is like whip girls, and she does
All right, sis.
domination shit, right?
Yeah.
But then she said, look, I understand this is what I put out there, this is what I'm putting out there, so I get it. Y'all all in my DMs, and y'all think that, you know, that's what it is, and it's okay. I talk to y'all and I tell y'all what I won't do and what I will do.
Right.
But when I start saying what I won't do, y'all gotta respect that.
Right.
Yes.
And that's just that, you know.
And just to piggyback of what you're saying, like, people are dynamic. So I think social media has people in this idea that you got to have this niche and that's it, and that's what you are.
You all
Or
that.
you're just that. That's no. Like, you know, I might be my sensual, sexy self, but I'm still my mommy self. I'm still workout girl. You know, like, we are dynamic humans. And so I hate that in this generation, people want to put you in this lane. And because, like, yeah, I'm a femininity coach, but shoot, sometimes it gets a little ratchet too. You know, I'm on the high vibrations,
And
but
sometimes you're a
hey,
philosopher.
you know, sometimes
You see
I'm
that?
you know, so it's like we're dynamic people, and we should have the spectrum of who we are, be able to present it in whatever we do. Yeah.
And I just don't think you should hold back
exactly
what you want to present because of what other people might feel or how they might approach you.
Right.
That's-
Right.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I think it's the thing for me is, and this has always been since I was younger. I remember when I was about 15, 16, and I started, and I'm Ghanaian, so they say that's when I grew, you know, meaning I got my body.
Okay.
And I would either be, ooh, you cute, or you sexy. And I started to get a lot of those, like, ooh, you so sexy. And I would notice it wasn't pretty. It was always sexy. And so the thing for me is that I want to figure out how to not convey sex, but sensual, because even when I dance, like that's why I don't
convey
dance.
Sex. I think that that's their own perception, because I mean, come on, you're never dressed with quote unquote raunchy. You're not overly exposed. So I think that that's more of like where that's people's perception of putting things that are sensual, making it sexy in their own heads. Because to me, you're perfectly fine. Like I don't think that come on now.
And also, like you said, you have to realize that there are a lot of very beautiful women out here who are not sexy.
Yes.
They're just pretty.
God, yes.
So,
or they've created it, and I'm like, you don't even have the essence of sexual in you.
So you have to understand that sexy is not a look. So you can't think when they're looking at you, they're not telling you whether you're pretty or not. They're feeling
that
the energy,
which is the sensual energy, but they only know it as sexy. Yes, exactly.
So it's an ignorance thing, and ignorance meaning not knowing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, people just don't know, and they're not talking about your looks. They're talking about what they feel, because you get whenever I use the word sexy, it's because of a feeling. It's not because of a look. I'm not gonna tell no girl that's pretty to me, oh, you mad sexy. No, it's what I'm feeling. Right. And you gotta understand, once you got your or whatever the hell that was,
grown
whenever you got that, it's probably when you started vibrating as well.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you might be misreading where they coming from.
Yeah.
And they know where they coming from.
Yeah.
When they say sexy, I'm sure they wasn't looking in your eyes.
Yeah, no. And I remember after that, my dad, it was funny because my dad was the president of, his tribe is Gadambe. So he was the president of the organization representation in Atlanta, right? Oh, wow. So he had a big event at his house. And so everybody was like, oh my God, Golda has grown old. Like, and after that.
I didn't know you were West African. You know, I'm West African too.
Really?
I'm Nigerian.
Oh. Yeah. Are you Igbo?
I'm Igbo.
You
exactly.
look Igbo.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, you look Igbo.
You look Igbo? How does that look?
We have the very round brown faces, very high cheekbones. Wow. We do look alike. Yeah. I'm not even gonna. It's like that Asian look alike. Yes. We all look alike too. Yeah,
and that's where.
It's not rare.
No. I said that's where. Location.
That's Nigeria, in East Nigeria.
Okay.
The Igbos. Yes.
And you're from Ghana.
My dad's from Ghana, so he's from Accra. So
Accra.
I'm
I have a lot of Ghana friends, and I have some.
You probably have some Nigerians. Yeah,
I do. I was gonna say some, but I'm really close with them. They hang with them.
They do. We have very similar culture.
I know them, but I know this culture more.
Okay.
Like if I go to Ghana, they're going. My man been on the radio, and they always ask him about me because I used to be on all his videos.
Okay.
So I got a little following out there. Even on my Instagram, you know, it tells you the countries.
We got to go to Africa.
Ghana's one of them.
Oh yeah, we going to Ghana. Yeah, because
yes.
my brother-in-law is Igbo.
Okay.
And so you look actually a lot like my niece now that I think about it. Yes.
No,
wow.
it's all in the features for sure. Yes.
We
That's
have
crazy.
a lot of high cheekbones. Like, you know, they always say the Asians have the cheekbones and slanted eyes, but really, no. We
do, and a lot of people think like they'll say you look a little Asian. I'll be like, no, that's really the African in me.
Yes.
That
isn't that the Asian? That's not Asian continent over there, right? Is it?
Well, I mean, you know, it's exactly. It's a diaspora, and so that's what so many people don't know is like, you know, actually my tribe. A lot of them, they say that they traveled from that part and traveled over to Africa. So exactly, we're all the same. Yeah,
because my tribe is the Gadambe. We traveled from Kemet.
Nice.
And then traveled through Benin, through Togo. I think we did pass.
I'm jealous that I don't know where my tribe traveled from.
Hey,
all I know is they traveled from the South Bronx. They went to the North Bronx, and now we travel to Atlanta.
And that's real too, though.
Yes.
And that's real too. Mm-hmm.
And that's actually one thing about foundational Black Americans. That I always say, like, I get why a lot of them hold on to it, you know what I'm saying? Because, and they kind of separate us a little bit, because I would feel away. Like, if I couldn't, I don't know how I would feel if I didn't know where my people was from.
Say the same
like,
thing.
I don't know. Me. I'm really, like, if I didn't
grow up. It's really a disservice. It's really,
well, how do you find out for the people that don't know?
What you can do is, if you can go to find out your grandparents or great-grandparents, and then with that, try to find out, even if you can find your great-great-grandparents, because slavery is a business. So there are bill of sales for your family. So you can track your family through the bill of sales. You would have to go to like the vital records of your towns. And then what it is, wherever, if you can track down to where they came to, like whatever state they landed on when they came here, the different states were used from, or were taken from different places in Africa. Okay. So, like, I believe like the Nigerians,
well, my family's Jamaican,
stuff like that.
So. Yeah. So the Jamaicans, I'm trying to remember where they were taken from because it was based
Jamaicans
off
are Nigerians. A lot of African Americans are Nigerians just because Nigeria is so huge and most of us came from West Africa. Oh, wow. So a large portion of us are Nigerian. But they have like black ancestry now and you know, all those different ones that can like trace your genetics back to where you're from. But I know it's
I didn't know if they was real.
You really want to do the genealogy because what it is because it was a business, they're gonna use you properly. So like Jamaica, that is really labor intensive. So they know, oh, the people from the Congo are strong, so we're gonna take the people from the Congo to Jamaica to do the sugar cane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People who are smarter, okay, tobacco, that takes a lot more thought. So Nigerians, okay, they're more smarter. We're gonna use like it was a business for real, and they use us like crops. They use us like robots, you know. So like they didn't
the product, products. Yes,
we were really used that way. So if you really you can chart where your people come from based off of that, but it takes a while. Like I did that in college, and it takes a long time, and it's tedious to go really to records. We just went on a whole tangent, but hey.
I mean, it was knowledge.
It was knowledge. Knowledge is power. But really, that is a way to find out where your people come from. But you got to really try to find your great-great-grandparents and then just track them from there. But there should be a bill of sale for you guys. That's why reparations, I was like, that's why you could really do reparations. We got records of.
Yeah, no, you could absolutely do reparations, and they could absolutely do it. They don't want to do it because then that would be the admission of the racist construct that is America, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yes, which is what they don't want to go to. But when we think of the racist construct in America, that does go back to when we talk about the sensuality and the sexuality.
Exactly, that is also over-sexualization of black women and black men.
Exactly, which is also one of the reasons why I also try to steer away too much. Like I opened with Lizzie Jeff for a reason, because I believe Lizzie is one of the only people I have come across, not only, but she's the representative to me of tapping into the highest vibration of your sacral chakra and of your sensuality. Something about that, it was booty shaking. Right. We was watching ass.
Right.
But for whatever reason, I don't feel this oversexed feeling. Like there was an event that she had in April.
Yes.
And it was strippers on a pole. You know, I was doing massages, and my client was like, "Yo, this is like a conscious strip club. Like I don't feel nasty.
That's
I feel
funny.
because
there's nothing wrong with that. Like I feel like." Again, like back to the whole, like they've perverted these ideas, but there's nothing wrong with sexuality and sensuality. It's when it's like, you know, when it's made so, when it's degraded, right? When sexuality is degraded, that's when to me it's the issue. But yeah, like I went through a process of like taking back my sexuality when I was in college. It was so funny because I come from a traditionally Muslim family, and so, you know, a lot of that is very much taboo, and it's kind of shunned upon, and we don't really talk about sexuality and things like that. But it's like, you know, I wanted to take back my sexuality, and that's when I became a bottle girl. And it was so funny because nobody ever expected that of me. They were like, oh, you know, like you're always talking about women's empowerment. And I was like, this is how I feel empowered. I feel empowered wearing this booty shorts, and because, you know, it makes me happy, and I look sexy, and the outfits are cute, and they bring me confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of that is like renaming it and re-owning it. Like I kind of love, you know, how some of the artists are kind of like bringing back that vibe of like, you know, taking back this negative connotation about our sexuality, because sexuality really is creation. You know, when you get deep into it, you need that masculine and femininity, because that creation, we need it to for this world. So, you know, taking back that term and putting it in a sense of like a creative space, in an opening space, in a space where what is it, a sensitive space, an intimate space. So and I think all those things are positive.
So what brought you to this place? I know you said you had a very Muslim family.
Yes. Okay. So let's back it up. We're gonna back it all the way up. So yes, I come from a very traditional Muslim Nigerian American family, and But I remember at an early age, my dad did introduce me to meditation at around like 9 years old. So since I've been meditating from 9, and I always was a dancer, and I always was involved with a lot of female activities. So I started off doing hair and makeup, and then I would, like I said, I was in dance groups, dance teams, etc. Played soccer, all women's. So my premise was always like women's organizations. And then in college, I started a promotion and branding agency for girls to help them be confident and make money for themselves. So I was like, okay, all that's nice. And then I went to the label, started managing female artists. So then again, I was still working with women, their image, So I always had this stance of like female empowerment, even as like then I was bottle girl, always was like with the girls. I'm always been a girls.
Yes.
So but then recently, actually about 6 months ago, is when I kind of changed it up, because I saw how many women in our communities are suffering. You know, how many people are suffering in silence, and we're putting on this big front. We're looking cute. We get dressed up. We look nice. And even with, like, for example, you could throw in like the BBL culture, where everything on the exterior looks great. You know what I'm saying? All the superficial things look right, beautiful, quote unquote, perfect, quote unquote. But how are our souls feeling? You know what I'm saying? And I find that so many girls are suffering in silence and just feel so isolated and so alone. And that's why we're putting ourselves in all these dangerous situations, not respecting ourselves with men, not respecting ourselves the way we should be, because we are queens. You know what I'm saying? Society doesn't respect us the way that we're supposed to be. So I wanted to switch up the whole premise, and I just really went into deep meditation. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? And God told me, you know, Chi-Chi, you really need to move into the holistic space, because you can speak to several communities. You know, I'm still kind of young myself. I turned 27 next month.
Wow. Hey.
Yes, I'm Libra. Yes, so I turned 20. I turned 27.
When's your birthday?
October 15th. Yes.
Oh, my mommy's the 18th.
Really? Yes. So, you know, I've really been doing a lot of soul searching, because getting to my latter 20s, and I was like, you know, I love this area. I love working in the beauty space. I love working in the entertainment industry, but I wanted to be a little deeper. So I was like, you know, let's create a program, a femininity and image and beauty program, where I can really feed into women a little bit deeper. And so many women reach out to me all the time, and this is just like a space where they can feel free and open, and we can just elevate together ultimately. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do want to bring up a little something, because I know we always talk about this conscious community and things like that. And, you know, one of the things that is very prevalent in a different way, like I said, you know, we talked about the BBL culture. So we do see that aspect of the culture where it's about the BBLs and everybody's got the bodies done. But then we do have part of our community that are the natural girls, but it's very nude heavy. It's everything is naked.
Yes.
To the point where I'm like, okay, so what part of this is empowering?
Right.
So what would you say to some of these younger girls who are, you know, you found your empowerment as a bottle girl? You know, wearing the clothes
to an extent. That was where I was at that moment.
Right.
Yes, because I had just went through some traumatic experiences, so that was a way for me to take kind of back my sexuality after being sexually assaulted. So, you know, I think it's like we have to meet people where they're at. Then it became a super degrading experience for me. After, you know, it was like, okay, why am I here? They're all being disrespectful. My ass is getting slapped every other night. You know what I'm saying? So it went from something that was empowering in the beginning, because nobody thought of me like that. Nobody thought, like, that just was not an option. So to do something that was completely out of my trajectory was empowering. That's what was empowering, not necessarily wearing the outfits, or where it was just the fact that I could take back and do something that no one expected me to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got that. So then after year 3, it's like, okay, so why am I still here? Now it's just for the money. Now I'm here because it's fast money.
Right.
So I think it comes with being really, truly, desperately real with yourself. And a lot of people aren't. You know, a lot of people are just doing things because it's cute on social media, because society says it's okay, because it's the trends, and we're really not doing like this, like you said, the whole naked conscious movement. That's, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I think
when I think about it, you actually just explained what a lot of those girls are doing.
Exactly.
Because they're trying to take back their power by showing their body, because they probably could have been assaulted, or they probably have been shamed for their body. So then they're like, let me put it out there.
Exactly.
But after a minute, we were talking about a lot of the suicide we're seeing.
Exactly.
A lot of depression that we're seeing in the community as well. So they're probably hitting that wall where they're like, wait, what the hell am I doing?
For now?
Yeah, like, why did I just
why
have my
I
naked
here?
body on Instagram?
And that's what it gets to a point.
What would you say to do for this transition when there is a young woman who is at that place like, okay, this is no longer feeling good for me?
Right. I think I call it practicing radical self-love, like, and that's just being like completely real with yourself. Like, I remember I used to sit in the club and just be like, I feel like, just, you know, mindfulness, like being mindful of yourself and stepping into yourself. Like, how do I really feel now that I'm experiencing these experiences? Like, what is the highs and lows that I'm experiencing here? And it really does take a conscious effort of like not bullshitting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to be your own best friend. And what does a best friend do? They tell you the truth, right? So you have to tell you, like, a lot of people want to live in their own delusions, and you can't live in your own delusion about situations like that, because those situations become life and death situations if you're in the wrong situation. So after the third shootout at the club, it's like, okay, like, why, you know, what am I really here for? Is it for the clout? Is it because I like, you know? So some people, it might be different. It might be different for another girl, but I think that's a place where we have to start of really being truthful with ourselves while we're in certain situations, while we're doing certain things.
Yes.
And then when you realize that, okay, then how am I going to move forward from realizing that? Yeah.
So then what I would say too is because, and also, Rich, I'm about to play that song in a minute. I'll just give it a heads up. Why are you telling me? So you ready?
I'm always ready.
Anyway,
he stays
but
down.
just to piggyback, he said.
Tell her again.
This is my writer. This is my writer. But just to piggyback off that a little bit.
Okay.
Because when we were saying, I almost lost my train of thought. I totally just did. But boom.
Okay.
So with the social media, what I do see, because I even deal with it myself.
Okay.
It also is a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's so much pressure.
Yes.
And I think that, like, for me, I'm a competitive person. You know what I'm saying? You've seen me in action. I'm like Oprah. I'm like a bull. Yeah. I'm like Napoleon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just because I'm a perfectionist about everything I do, and I want to be great at everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how my dad raised me. But when it comes to this social media thing, I think that a lot of girls, they cave because one of the ways to be competitive on social media is to take it off, to be sexy. And so it's like you kind of find yourself wondering which way to go, because if you're seeing the algorithms also, and then also we've seen the algorithms, they're feeding us certain things anyway. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that aspect of, like, when you've got women, because you do the coaching, when it's a woman, I'll use myself as a case study. Okay, I need to grow my Instagram. I need to market myself more. But I don't want to get naked.
Right.
What do I do? How do I find these balances? Or if my people, or if my team, even better question, if my team has said, you need to start being more sexy. How does a person or a woman balance that mentally, where now I have to put myself out there like that, but I don't know if I'm ready to put myself out there like that?
It's not easy. That's what I'll first start to say. Like, it's not an easy one-step solution, because sometimes it will, you, like, literally, like, when it comes to, like, those topics of, like, selling your soul a little bit, like, how much of yourself can you eat off for your bottom line? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I've lost a lot of money leaving a lot of industry things and leaving a lot of situations where it could have made money, but then I know that, and can I sleep with myself at night? So I think that's where it comes to, like, your own personal spectrum of integrity, your own personal morals of what is your bottom line? What is your ultimate message? Like, what are you willing to do for, you know, the clout, the money, the social media fame, versus, like, your soul, your integrity, the message, the people that you want to be able to look up to you, your family, you know, whatever those type of things, what it means for you. So, you know, that's what kind of always was like, okay, no, Chi-Chi, I can't do that. Like, you know, everything isn't necessarily a great thing. You know, if that's cool with you, showing your booty, I'm not mad at it. I know girls that do it, it's fine, but I think it just has to do with, like, what what are your principles, and you have to stick with it. Social media is not real. Yes, you can get opportunities from social media. Yes, social media can help build you up and bring you clout, but ultimately it's a facade. It's fake. It's an illusion. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are depressed. Most of those girls, I'm sorry to say it, but they're depressed and they're not happy what they're doing on social media to get what they're getting. You know what I'm saying? So it's about your soul at the end of the day, and how much of it are you willing to give up for a premise and for something that's not real ultimately.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So yeah,
His Instagram Lord.
right. So look, I watch women, you know, I watch people in general, and the way I feel is, I feel like women have a bigger problem than they know they have. The problem is you have something that can help you skip the line. And the thing is that I feel like most women, like what y'all was just talking about, was what she was saying was basically how much of what you have do you want to use to skip this line?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that women would be a lot more successful if they just cut out trying to skip the line. Stop thinking about your body. Like when you just ask the question, what should I do to grow my social media if I don't want to show my body or whatever? You should use whatever you're selling.
Right.
Strategy.
You should be talking about whatever you're talking about, and the people who want what you're selling is going to be buying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, if you sitting there and you keep showing your body, I know girls with 200,000 followers, right? But when they post the thing that they selling, it gets no likes.
Yeah.
No love.
And that's why they're miserable.
Yeah.
You know why they're miserable? Because when they realize that all these niggas want to see is you naked, it
eats at you.
It discourages you. Like, what the hell? Is this all I am?
Right. I did all
because
this.
I don't
have
want
these
this.
degrees. I have this premise. I have this brand, but
And
all I
now
gotta do is be naked
Right.
and shut up.
And
Ultimately.
then you got the girls who feel like getting their bodies done is an investment.
Oh yeah.
Because those are the ones that feel like they're willing to do a lot more with that. They looking at the ones that got it and like, oh, they dumb.
Oh, they
dumb. Or sis should be bending. Sis should be doing this. She should be. Wait till I get mine. I'm gonna show sis how to do it. And then a year or two down the line after you got it, you miserable.
You're miserable
Because you know how sis felt.
Yeah, because it wasn't working.
Right. So I feel like with women, if they could get rid of that drug called attention.
Yes.
And get rid of the skipping the line, because as a man I can't skip the line. I don't have nothing.
But men
You got
also
money
have to do better
and-
too with like promoting that. Like, you know, you'll watch music videos today and that's all you see. You'll see, you know, like men have to also, because women are doing it for men. Like as much as they say, oh, I'm doing it for myself, da da da. You're doing it for attention and the attention of men. So I think men have to hold that responsibility of empowering women that are natural and that do, you know, that are loving themselves authentically.
That's not our job.
But
Well,
but
you know
it's,
what? You're
not
right.
our
But
job.
it's a duality though. We're
It
together.
Really,
It's one.
it really
I will say
is.
this.
But what you looking at is a business.
Yes.
And if I'm gonna pay you to do it and you gonna do it, that's our business.
So this the thing.
That's like being mad at other people that bought slaves just when everybody else was buying them. I'm supposed to starve because.
But if it
this is
wasn't
way
for
to
the
go.
people that didn't buy the slaves, and you know the slaves would have had there were people like the Quakers. You know what I'm saying? There's always, yes, it's the trend, but then we have to go against the trend to change things though. That's what I'm
true,
saying
but
too.
a lot of us do, but the majority won't.
Exactly, and the majority of women are gonna also fall in line too. But you have us outliers like you, us too.
Yeah.
You know, we have to have more outliers that are willing to stand for what they stand for. We have to see men that say, you know what, it's cute and all, but you know what, I'm not gonna follow no girls with a BBL just because I want my sisters to see that there's something different. You know, it is a conscious effort and it is elevating. But if we had more people that did that, more women would feel empowered to be like, no, like if you hear that one song where that guy says the natural bodies, girls love it. They're like, oh, thank you for saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because it does mean a lot. So yeah, it's not the responsibility, but we have to take responsibility for our community, and it's a feminine and a masculine. It's no secular thing. So that's what I want us to come back to, the unity of that. Yes, you guys can criticize us, but how are you going to help us? Same thing with women. Yes, we beat up on men, we talk about men, but how are we going to help these men become better people? Because it's both of us. We need each other. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and I'll say though, I mean, on one level, I can agree with what he's saying.
I do
as
too.
far as just because men double tap don't mean that they wifing her up. it don't mean that they're supporting her in her life and
but
her
I've
business
seen it.
and
They
her
following
career.
her in the club. They you know what I'm saying?
Her,
it's like, whoa.
And I'll say, even going back to the Instagram thing, the funny thing about my Instagram, I've been doing tests on my algorithm.
Interesting.
And my Instagram will not allow me. My followers do not want to see me be sexy. They do not want to see me. They don't want to see that.
They're like,
they don't.
What she doing? It's awkward.
The way, for real, my
girl, you're
Instagram,
making it weird.
My algorithm, if I post me saying some real shit, it gets thousands and thousands of views. If it's just me with a picture, it's like, it gets no love. And it's because I've trained my Instagram.
Your people are buying what you were selling because you've been selling that.
Right.
So now that you're trying to post this, we don't want to see that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not saying we don't want to see it, but you get what I'm saying?
My Instagram went through the opposite because I
is,
used to post way more sexier content and way more, you know, back when I was working in the clubs and stuff like that. So I did go through that depression feeling when I was like switching my platform. I'm like, dang, nobody wants to like me. I'm talking about being feminine, you know, like nobody cares.
You got to train.
Because you probably had a majority of niggas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what they wanted to see.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So our Instagrams, they are trainable. You can train your algorithm.
Right, but you have to realize that you're gonna have to lose
to
gain.
Yes, no,
but
I did. I lost like 3,000
them.
followers.
Yeah, but it's cool though. But it's about what are you willing to sell. If you are not willing to sell your soul, cool. You just got to make sure you stay down with yourself, and know who you are. So while you are in that transition
and not looking for gratification,
yes, be gratified in yourself.
See, what you saying right now is the key. The key is when you believe in loving yourself, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It don't
because
matter what they like and what they don't like.
Exactly. It's not about the people. It's about the message.
It's about you being, for lack of better words, conscious enough
yes.
to notice that okay, they don't like this, they like that.
Yeah.
So guess what? I'm gonna get my people to like this because this is what I'm selling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, damn, why they don't like this? Why they don't like that? Man, you shouldn't even be posting that. That ain't you. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't you. That's not what you selling.
Even though it would be rather easy, guys, if I just took a photo and posted it and called it a day, like instead of having to be thoughtful, gosh. But
you like being thoughtful.
I was about to say easy isn't always the best. No, it's always an easy way
and I'm
out.
sure, I am sure. Let's keep it 200% real. I'm sure it's a lot harder for you to post a picture because it takes a lot of thought into. Does this look good?
No,
are they gonna like this?
I can be sexy really easy. That's what
I'm not talking about being sexy. I'm talking about liking the picture though.
I was like, I gotta really think of my content.
Right.
No. So you don't take a million pictures.
I feel like, you know, and again, like we've made it so like, oh, we overthink it. Do what comes to you. If you want to take a sexy picture and throw in a conscious quote with the sexy picture, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like again, back to that. Like we can do. It's not one way to do it. Like we can have the spectrum. You can be sexy, conscious. You know, all of that.
And I get what you're saying. Like you know, I wish brothers could say, look, you don't have to do that. But why would a man that's attracted to women say that? Yeah. My thing is, if you're gonna post it like she said, I'm scrolling, I'm gonna like it. You see what she said when she walked by my phone, she sees something crazy.
It's always
you wasn't there. It's something, but I can't be mad at the BBL women because I'm cool with a lot of them. Yeah. And a lot of them are cool women.
And I'm not, and they are. And I'm not mad at them either. I have friends that have, you know, BB. I'm not mad at it. I just, like we go back to it, it's just not one way. I don't like when something like that, and BBLs are dangerous. They're the most dangerous surgery that a woman can get to her body right now.
You fat out of head, putting it in there.
There's women dying every day for this surgery. So it's nothing wrong with, you know, the women that have it. I respect it. Yeah. But it's like, let's talk about the dark side of it, because nobody wants to talk about the dark side. Right. Nobody wants to talk about all the autoimmune diseases that these women are getting from getting their bodies done, all the psychological issues they're starting to have because of the body dysmorphia, wanting to continue. We're not talking about the capitalistic effect of that, you know, that they're pushing it on the black community because it is a big money maker right now. So we're not talking about those things. We're talking about it. Yeah, and it's important. We got to know the whole picture.
Yeah, very, very important. So I am going to play a song. We're going to take a little break and we're going to play a song real quick. This is by our sister, America Sutton, featuring Bashir, a.k.a. Anpu. Yo, man, last night at the Mystic Fair, did you sing?
I was there. She killed the game. Okay, it was a vibe.
Like, this is like a holy like.
Yeah, I wasn't invited, but it's
ancestral
okay.
revival.
Oh,
You know
I wish you were.
what?
Okay,
And every person on my life.
get
was
your
like,
friend because
why-
she's wrong for not inviting you.
gotta
We
do
were
that.
vibing out there last night.
It was a whole. Every people on my live was like, "Why didn't you tell me this was happening?" I don't know. I just popped up with my kids. I just
She did.
And
It was
the
just an
vibe happened.
impromptu
But
thing.
next time,
I don't believe that.
Next year,
Yeah,
You
the
gotta
Blazers of
you
Rock.
gotta get dressed. You gotta get in the car. You
we
gotta
just
drive.
pulled up and showed up.
Yeah,
and
I
made
just
it
blinked
there.
my eyes
Right,
and I was there. Sorry, I invited my kids too. You know, sorry.
Yeah, well, no, but it
Nah,
was a
that
vibe.
loop
But,
up.
yeah, no, I'm.
Are you speaking
I-
Ghana? Is that that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yes. No. Anywho, we gonna play this video. This is
Let's
her
go.
newest single, "Manifest in Me," America Sudden featuring Anpu.
Peace and love, y'all. So we gonna be shooting a video today. A song called "Manifest in Me" by me and my brother Bashir. So if y'all wanna be in a music video, go to the back.
Finish my sentence. Life is relentless, all is forgiven. We healing. You are God, and I will serve you for every lifetime. It's a ritual every time we make love. I don't wanna ever give up on us. Nothing to discuss. I can't ever get enough. It's a full moon tonight. Life is what we make it. You got my soul shaking. Cause you manifested me. Cause you manifested me. Girl, you talking to a God. And girl, I put you in that zone. And you know. And you know. I just wanna ride. I just wanna ride. You can make it right. You can make it right. I just wanna ride. I just wanna ride. Fuck it, oh yeah. It's all good, it's all good. Running right back now. Put it all on me, on back out. I just want you in bed right now. Show me what you working with, I ain't pulling out. Pull up, I got the drums on me. I didn't mind them to be free. I'ma send you the address, press 00759. You all on my life, and I'm feeling the vibe. Yeah, we are aligned in the stars, we outside. Baby, I'ma need you, I'm feeling the light. I just wanna ride. You can make it rise. You can make it rise. I just wanna ride. I just wanna ride. You can make it. You can make it tonight. Fuck it, oh yeah. It's all good, it's all good. Running right back now. Put it all on me, on back out. I just want you in bed right now. Show me what you working with, I ain't pulling out. You got that power. Hit it every second, every moment of the hour. It's a heavy chance of rain showers. I'ma do the rain that's on yours. It's a ritual every time we do. Fuck it up one time, two times, do it over and over. I ain't got no plan B. Me and my ego got into it. I was tryna bruise it, I was tryna use it. Me and my ego got into it, but then I got into it up, and then I sing. Ooh, baby, I sing. I let you deep up in your eyes, and you looking at me.
that's like y'all just don't even understand. That's my
the
song.
jam.
That's the
That's a
jam.
vibe.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a whole vibe. My son, he about to be 7, so he loved this song. So when he heard it, he was like, "Wait, Mom, is that the person that sing it?" I was like, "Yes." He was like, "What? What's the person singing?" Like he was instantly like, "Oh my God! Like this is the people. These are the people that you're listening to in the car."
It's got a nice vibe.
No, it does.
Yes. No. So America, there is a new, there's a group called RSVP, which is Ray J, Sammy, Valentino, and Pleasure Pre. So she wrote for them. So they got a new song coming out called Money Everywhere. It's money everywhere. So that's coming soon. So she wrote that. So she's like a really great singer-songwriter. Worked with Teddy Riley, Erykah Badu, all that kind of stuff. So she's like doing her thing, and it's amazing. So yeah, shout out to the sis. We gonna get you coming out here.
Yeah, shout out to her. Let's get some love.
And very empowering woman. Like she speaks life into me so much. So we got a little bit more time left, but there were some comments that I did want to address before we go. When we were talking about the women and we were talking about people being sexy. And this is something that I kind of do want to touch on. It says, "I love to see sexy women, but not the one I want. I want her to save that for me." So what do you say to that? Because I did a body paint thing.
I say it's hypocrisy.
I mean, but the thing is, I did she like, because we going to have a little bit of content. Okay, so I did a body paint thing, January 2021.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And the dude that I was dealing with, he didn't like it.
Okay.
I mean, he was like, cool, but when he came and he realized, like, he's like, but you're naked. Like, you're naked. Like, and he's like, I want to fuck Shelly, but I don't want them to want to. And he didn't say in a way where he was telling me what to do, but he did after the fact kind of say I really wasn't comfortable with that. And then so when it came again where there was another opportunity and they asked me, I was like, hey, so their person fell out, should I? And he was like, I'd suggest you tell them to find someone else. So it was very like, okay, so he wasn't comfortable. And it was not in a way that he was dominating. This is a very kind, gentle man. But I could tell.
Oh,
I suggest they find something else.
That nigga said, I suggest they find. That was very dominating.
Hey, I loved it too. I was like, woo.
Yeah, ooh, you go ahead, nigga. Take control of this thing. It's yours. Excuse me, I cannot do it.
What my man said, that is not appropriate.
Because I have a man now. Not a boyfriend. This my man said I cannot do this. And I feel so good.
My man. No, but
I mean, me personally.
Would you be comfortable
me
as
personally,
a man? How would you feel?
As a man, I feel like I just feel like there's someone for everybody.
I think so too.
You feel what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have a problem with that. I feel like I like people to look at what I have. Because I like looking at it. And I would never want a woman to feel like she can't be what she want to be because she with me. I feel like when people get together in a relationship, it should be you being able to be totally who you are.
Right.
And I can be totally who I am. Don't try to limit me. I don't want to try to limit you. So if that's something that you wanted to do, I feel like you should be able to do it. And, just like if a woman wants to sleep with other people, I got to decide if that's the woman I want to be with, not ask her not to. If I gotta ask you not to, and that's not what I want, then I think you should be with a nigga that don't mind you fucking around.
Right.
So I just feel like people should be able to be totally who they are, and you should be totally who you are, and decide if that's what you want, and that's it. I would never stop a woman from, and like I said, I like people to look at what I got. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, part of it also was he was like, I just want to make sure that that's aligned with what you're projecting.
That sounds like another reason to tell you not to do it. Because you know what's aligned with what the hell you projecting.
Well, because
you're projecting it.
But if I think, think about now, fast forward to now, like as I'm processing as an MGT, would I want? I took that off my Instagram actually.
That's fine, but that's before.
Yes.
You were a heathen before you were there.
Was I a heathen?
Not you personally. I'm just saying
Before
you find God, there's a lot of things that you might not be proud of.
No,
Are they supposed to judge you?
No.
As you come in, so anything you would have done before wouldn't affect you right now.
Yeah, no, I took it down because I knew it made him uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I agree. I agree with the brother. Yeah, I think it comes into like that kind of double standard, like, oh, you want to be able to look at it, but you don't want your girl to be involved in it. And again, I guess it's kind of like a each his own type of situation.
Facts.
Like if you and your guy decide, okay, this is not something we want to be about, we want to do that, then okay. I mean, some couples have OnlyFans together and they do their thing again, you know. So I just think it's like whatever works for you guys, but I don't think it should be like a pressure or a judgment made because you wanted to do that. You know,
I don't know. I guess
or even a strong ass suggestion. That was the ultimatum.
It was nice. It was nice.
It was nice.
It
felt
was
good,
very
right?
nice. I was like, oh my God. I'm like,
right.
pulling
Until
it.
you really
I
want,
can't even
until
say what I
you
want
really
to
want to
say.
do it again, and he
right,
says,
or until it's
now
like,
it ain't sexy no more. He's like, no, nigga, you can't do it.
It's just the thing is for me,
It turns into, can I wear this dress to this party? No.
Yeah, no, I mean he wasn't that type, but I kind of like that. Like I am that way that, you know, even like some of these videos, like if you only seen the videos that he has, like, oof. But they're for him. Like I don't want to post that for everybody else. Not everybody needs to know where my freak level is.
But what you was doing was art.
Yeah, but
That's
I was
different
naked.
to me.
I was naked.
It's still
I was
art.
super naked.
It's that body painting.
You know what happened to
See,
what
now
made
you started,
no,
it's
this
starting
what-
to feel like he made you
no,
feel like
this,
you
this,
was doing
this
something
what made
wrong.
me realize it because I was talking to someone else and I think I had to change and the dude, my friend was like, I've seen your breast. I was like, no, you haven't. He was like, dude, I went to the body paint thing and I realized like, damn.
That
But
doesn't
that's
mean that you can.
context, too.
Listen,
You know
hold
what
on,
I'm
hold on.
saying?
See, I don't like
Like,
that.
that's
That
Because I'm
you know
like
what that's like
trying to
saying?
cover up, and he's
that's
like, I've
like
seen you already.
that's like me
I don't
having
like
a
that.
stripper friend, right?
Uh-huh.
And I seen her in the club, but then she's in here wanting to change her clothes, and I go, man, everybody's seen your body before. If you are not at work and you want to change your clothes and you don't want to change it in front of me,
It's a place and
Right.
time.
come on, and it's a mindset.
Right, and it's a mindset.
You was in a different mindset when you was getting body painted. Now I don't give a fuck if you saw my breast, nigga. I'm about to block you.
Right, I
No,
was
for
trying-
real.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying? Like, why you acting like
I
that?
started to
Right.
change.
You should
and
like,
that was
yeah, if
body
I post
paint.
the
That
ass
was
pic on
art.
Instagram, now you telling me to turn it around in real life.
Right.
Like, yo,
I'm supposed to
that
bend
was
over and twerk for you?
Like, what's
Oh,
going on?
you twerk on Instagram. You can't twerk now? No, I can't twerk now. Stupid. You wasn't there. I wasn't
No,
twerking
but
for
really,
you.
no, for real, for real.
And that's,
that got real.
and that's the problem. The problem
That is the
is
problem.
that people make
deceptive.
things uncomfortable or weird when it don't have to be like that.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I seen your titties
Right,
before.
or people think they
Why
know
have
you
to
more
say
than
that?
you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Where I was like,
no,
I
you
was
don't
bro.
know me, bro.
painted, and they were like, I've seen your breast already.
No, you
Like, what
actually
are
know you
trying-
haven't.
I was like, you
Actually,
didn't see
you're
the
giving
nipples, you
perv.
didn't see-
Thank you.
Like, what?
Like you
He
saw.
said, actually, you're giving per. Actually. For real. Oh, it's like, basically, you asking to see it again.
Well, I mean, pretty much it was just kind of like on a page of like
What?
I've already
In the high
seen you.
school?
No, what I'm saying is, it's like,
Right.
yo,
show
like
'em.
you ain't got to cover it. I seen it already. No, why are you even talking about that? If I say I want to cover it or change somewhere else, just let me go. Why are you even talk about this?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, I don't know if
that
maybe
weirdo
that's like the
stuff.
conservative thing that's starting to kick in with me. I'm just noticing it because even like with shorts, I don't know, man. I wore shorts one time in June, and I really wasn't a big person to wear shorts because I know how my thighs do.
Right.
But I mean, I just say they are. It's not anything in a conceited way. It's
Nothing you
just
can
that
do.
my thighs really like it just looks sexual. So, but
But
wore
see, that's the
shorts.
thing too about our bodies being
Who
sexual.
said
Like
it?
exactly,
It
like
is.
that's on
By
them.
whose
You know
standards?
what I'm
This
saying?
is what
But
I'm saying.
exactly.
Okay, what I mean is, okay, I won't say that they're sexual. It sparks the arousal of a man.
And that's on them.
That's on now.
That's on them. Control
Let me
yourself.
tell you something.
No,
A big T-shirt sparks the arousal
No,
of a
for
man.
real. If we're out here, anything, you know,
That's
people,
it's-
the women,
the
the Muslim
weirdest
women that
shit.
wear the niqab, they get attacked too in Saudi
Hey,
Arabia,
there's
and they
men
be
that
fully
have
covered.
There's men that have feet fetishes. You gonna start wearing sandals?
You don't.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? That
It can-
there's
it can go as
there's a
far.
nigga in the
Exactly.
supermarket getting hard because you got on open toe sandals.
No,
And
exactly.
he's like, oh,
Lips.
look at those feet,
Look at her
lips,
You know,
eyes, nose, any neck.
He said that.
I got a
No,
problem with
it's
backs.
the facts.
Come
it's
on.
the facts, the little
I
things.
know. Yeah.
it
So
is.
that's
So-
on them. You know, stop lusting.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
yes,
so
they
I-
do need. But
what
at
I
the end
would-
of the day, man.
What I would like women to do, including you, is don't think for everybody else, man.
I mean,
It's
I-
enjoy your life, enjoy
mhm.
yourself. If
I
the shorts might have looked nice.
Yeah, it did because you know what happened. So this man, who was a very disciplined man at that, invited me to see him at a very late hour.
Well, then he wasn't that very disciplined man.
And
people
I'm
be
like,
putting on a facade, and that's what we need to talk about. These people who give themselves this clout as being these conscious people, or these, and then the integrity's not there. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you a secret.
It's weird.
Let me tell you a secret, right?
MGT versus everybody. Is this not what's happening right now? I do feel that way.
Let me tell you.
My comment was like MGT versus everybody.
No, we're trying to empower her.
Some girl in training.
We're just empowering you.
Let me tell you something about.
That's why the mosque is like that. So have you ever been to mosque?
No.
For the nation. So men are on one side and women are on the
I
other
know
side.
that. I've seen Malcolm X.
Because a man is a man, and so we want to be able to focus on our lectures and focus. And
growing up Muslim, that's the part I don't like.
And that's why y'all all fully covered.
And that's what I don't like.
But the thing is, what the point of what we're saying is that you cannot deny a man's natural instinct at the end of the day. And so if you are going to present something, right, you can't be mad at what you receive.
That's not true. That's like telling a woman if she walked down the streets and she gets raped that she deserved it.
No, I'm not saying that
but it's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope. But the point of what I mean is it's
in Islam, men are supposed to practice modesty, and that's men's modesty, and turn the other eye. Literally, that's in Islam too. They're not supposed to look.
I understand. There should be
respect.
It's the respect. I understand.
And like you said, somebody calling themselves disciplined. Discipline should always be challenged.
Exactly.
Because a woman could walk in here butt ass naked and say, "Take me." And if you're disciplined, I don't care if that's somebody you wanted all your life.
Yes.
You're supposed to be able to look her eyes and say, "Are you intoxicated? Like, are you okay?" Right. I'm not going to take it just because you something could be wrong.
I understand. But
so what I'm saying is, I know I'm not against you.
I know it's not.
Yeah.
No, but it's okay though, because these are healthy conversations. But what I'm saying is, if I keep on doing the same thing and getting the same result that I don't want, then I will change something. I'm not saying that I'm going to change it and be like, I just can't wear shorts anymore. But I will be a little bit more conscious of the whole thing that I'm presenting. Because maybe that day I'm just saying, if I see that I'm not receiving what I want, let me go back and see. Exactly. That's my point.
Just for the job.
So if I'm seeing
you don't
that I know that these little shorts
that's why we're coming back to you. You're not that person.
This isn't what I want.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to sacrifice wearing those shorts if I'm getting attention that I don't want to have.
That's so sad though.
It is
it's sad that you have to.
And
knowing
you for who you are, I know you weren't out there with no booty shorts showing your butt, really showing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I know. That's on them. Like if you can't. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to control yourself, have some respect for this woman and not objectify her, then that's on you. And that is an issue that, because I grew up in the Islamic faith as well. And that used to be a thing that I used to counter my mom with all the time about the level of modesty and what's the reason for being modest. I understand being modest for yourself. If you feel you're closer to God by, reserving yourself, I respect that. But for a gaze of a man, it's men need to practice modesty. And the way a man practice modesty is by lowering his gaze and by practicing discipline, because again, it's back to that duality of like, why should he be out to be boastful and lead with his sexuality, but then when I lead with my sexuality, I'm a whore. I don't like those dichotomies, but we live in a dichotomic world, so
you already know.
It's hard.
You already know. Yes. Okay, so it's about our time. We're gonna wrap up. I do want you to tell everyone how to tap in, what services you provide, and everything.
Yes. Okay. So yes, please follow me at Chinya Ani on Instagram. That's CHINYAANI. And again, I am a femininity, beauty, and image coach, but I also do a lot of things in the music industry as a entertainment logistics. So I work in entertainment logistics. I'm a mixologist and just a cool sister. So tap in. I love my community. I'm here for the upliftment of all of us, and spread love.
All right, peace and blessings. All right, so I will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I would love. Can we close out with that song again? I just love it.
Yay,
the manifested me.
People want to throw curveballs.
I'm sorry. Okay, or never mind. I just felt like
it
was the manifested me, America. It just sounds like a nice way to just end the show, just because it's a vibe. Anywho, so guess what, y'all? At the end of the day, ladies, whatever you choose to do with your body is your choice,
It's
right?
your choice.
If you are doing something and you're feeling like you're not getting what you want or the attention that you want or the energy that you want back, I would say to tweak it a little bit and see what it is that you're putting out. But
if
don't
you're
ever
looking for energy.
But
if you don't care, love yourself, where the hell you want.
What
Oh, my
I was
bad, go
going
ahead.
to
Sorry, I'm
say.
sorry. I got a little excited.
What I was gonna say
Go ahead.
is tweak it for yourself. But if you love to wear what you're wearing and do what you're doing and being naked and whatever it is that you're doing and it feels good for you and it's healthy for you, you do you.
Period.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Peace and blessings.
Yay.
See you later.
Bye.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love.
So we gonna be shooting a video today. A song called Manifest to Me by Mule and my brother Bashir. So if y'all wanna be in a music video, go to the back.
Finish my sentence. Life is relentless, all is forgiven. We healing. You are God, and I will serve you for every lifetime. It's a ritual every time we make love. I don't wanna ever give up on us. Nothing to discuss. I can't ever get enough. It's a full moon and night. Life is what we make it. You got my soul shaking. Cause you manifested me. Cause you manifested me. Girl, you talking to a God. And girl, I put you in that zone. And you know. And you know. I just wanna ride. I just wanna ride. You can make it right. You can make it right. I just wanna ride. I just wanna ride. Work it, oh yeah. It's all good, it's all good. Running right back now. Put it all on me, don't back out. I just want you in bed right now. Show me what you working with, I ain't pulling out. Pull up, I got the drums on me. I didn't mind them to be free. I'ma send you the address, press 00759. You all on my life, and I'm feeling the vibe. Yeah, we are aligned in the stars, we outside. Baby, I'ma need you, I'm feeling alive. I just wanna ride. You can make it rise. You can make it rise. I just wanna ride. I just wanna ride. You can make it. You can make it.
You are now tuned in